The storm broke with a fury, mirroring the tempest inside Wang Sheng's heart. He paced the bedroom, the memory of the previous night afresh wound. The Taoist yellow talisman, meant to protect, lay crumpled on the table, a testament to its failure. He had to get Pei Rong to safety. "We leave at dawn," he urged, his voice tight. "To your brothers. I'll stay. I'll end this." Pei Rong didn't look up from her mending, her needle a tiny, steady point of defiance in the chaos. "Run?" she asked, her voice deceptively calm. "Leave our home, our life?" Wang Sheng's guilt was a physical weight. "It's not safe. You saw what she is." Finally, she met his gaze, her eyes clear and accusing. "I saw a monster, but I also saw my husband choose that monster day after day. Running won't change that." Desperate, he knelt before her, taking her hands. "I was blind. Forgive me." Pei Rong's voice was steady, though tears shimmered in her eyes. "Forgiveness can wait. Survival comes first." A crash of thunder plunged the room into a flickering, uncertain light. Meanwhile, in the quiet study, Xiao Wei confronted her own reflection. She had let her human skin slip, revealing the grotesque truth beneath. Half her face was the beautiful woman Wang Sheng knew, the other a monster. She traced the jagged line separating the two. "He knows," she whispered to the bronze mirror. "He saw the real me, but he still came back today, didn't he?" A flicker of hope, of hurt, twisted into pure rage. With a deliberate movement, she pulled the skin back into place, her beauty restored, but her eyes held an unnatural, chilling glow. "If I can't have his love," she vowed to the empty room, "I'll take his heart." She blew out the candle, and darkness consumed her. Later that night, the rain hammered against the roof. Wang Sheng and Pei Rong lay in bed, a fragile truce between them. They were turned away from each other, yet closer than they had been for weeks. Suddenly, a deafening crash shattered the night. The bedroom door flew open, splintered from its frame, and there she stood, Xiao Wei, drenched by the storm, her beauty twisted into a mask of fury, her eyes blazing with an unholy light. "You were going to leave me?" Her voice dripped with venom. Wang Sheng scrambled out of bed, grabbing a wooden stool, a pathetic defense against the nightmare in Xiao Wei's laughter echoed through the room, cold and hollow. "You think you can protect her? After everything?" She moved with an unnatural speed, a blur of motion. Wang Sheng swung the wooden stool, but it shattered against her arm without making her flinch. "I gave you everything," she hissed, her voice a mix of fury and heartbreak. "Understanding, warmth, and you chose her?" She lunged, black, sharp claws extending from her fingertips. Wang Sheng shoved Pei Rong out of the way just as Xiao Wei slammed into him, pinning him against the wall. Pei Rong screamed, a sound of pure terror. Xiao Wei tore open Wang Sheng's robe, and then, slowly, deliberately, she tore open his chest. Blood sprayed across the room as Wang Sheng gasped, his eyes wide with agony. She ripped his heart from his body, holding the still pulsing organ aloft like a macabre trophy. "Now," she whispered, her voice suddenly soft, almost tender, "you're mine forever." Wang Sheng's body slumped to the floor, lifeless, as his blood pooled with the rainwater seeping in. Blinded by rage and grief, Pei Rong grabbed a heavy brass candlestick and swung it wildly. It connected with Xiao Wei's shoulder, and the spirit hissed in pain, recoiling. "Get out of my house!" Pei Rong screamed, sobbing. Xiao Wei simply smiled through the pain and vanished into the stormy night, a shadow melting into the darkness. Pei Rong collapsed, cradling Wang Sheng's body, rocking back and forth as his blood soaked her clothes. "Wake up, please, wake up," she whispered, her tears falling onto his still face. Suddenly, the broken door burst open. It was Yong, arriving with 2 guards, his sword drawn. "What happened here?" he demanded, his eyes taking in the horrific scene. His face hardened as he saw the body and Pei Rong's devastation. "Where is she?" Pei Rong's voice broke. She took his heart. "She's gone." Yong knelt beside her, placing a firm hand on her shoulder. "We'll find her. I swear it." Moments later, Pang Yong and his men were out in the storm, their lanterns cutting through the rain-soaked streets. They followed a set of footprints too perfect to deliberate, leading them toward an abandoned temple at the edge of town. Deep in the winding alleys, Xiao Wei fled, clutching the stolen heart like a glowing ember, her maniacal laughter echoing in the night. Back in the ruined room, Pei Rong was alone, clutching Wang Sheng's bloodied robe. Her grief began to harden into something else, something fierce. As lightning flashed, illuminating her terror-streaked face, her voice was a determined whisper. "You took him. Now I'll take everything from you." Thank you for watching this recap of Painted Skin. Episode 7. The tension is at its absolute peak, and what happens next will change everything. If you're on the edge of your seat like I am, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the thrilling conclusion. See you next time.